came in the mail. Finally. Been wanting this for a little while now. So I ordered 2 or 3 days ago. Well, maybe 3 or 4. Last Thursday. It's now Tuesday. That was pretty quick. It came in like 4 days. This is my New King James Version, wide margin, goatskin, Cambridge Bible that I've been waiting for. Anyway, so here's a little unboxing. I opened it up just to make sure everything was in there, but we got a little bit of this fluffy stuff. And this is what I've been waiting for. Take a look at this. This is a nice touch already. So I had gotten a Skylar, and unlike the Skylar box that came in, this one is wrapped in a plastic, and you know, I'll show you why that's a good thing. I don't know if you can see it, but the box from my Skylar got all scratched up, presumably from them in the shipping offices moving it around. Anyway, with plastic, the box is still in good shape. So let's go ahead and crack this guy open. This is my first time seeing this guy here, aside from video reviews. So I was looking specifically for a Bible that I could keep around for a long time, perhaps a lifetime, and use it to write down all my notes and everything inside of it. So I needed the wide space in the margins, and then I needed something crafted well that would last. So that's why Cambridge came into the picture here. So is it worth the money? I don't know. I'll tell you in about a year or so. So we'll go ahead and open this guy up. There she is. Wow. This guy is big. Oh, just look at that. This paper is incredible. Printing is consistent, dark. Some pictures on here so you can see what I'm looking at. And she's really, like, look at that, just out of the box. It's so it has, let's see here, ribbons, just a quick peruse here, red gilt, some gold gilding, is that what it is? Gilt and gilding, I don't know entirely. Yap is pretty marginal, but that's, you know, that's what Cambridge does. So I have my Clarion here, which is apparently its little cousin. So we'll compare these two together just to give you an idea of what. Well, the size, first of all. I don't know if any one of you has a Clarion here, but you can see that it's not really that big. You put it up against the wide margin here. I mean, it looks tiny, teeny tiny. That wide margin is just something huge. So let's flip her open. So apparently this is the big brother of the Pit Minion. So its pagination is exactly the same. We had a Pit Minion at one point, but not sure what happened to it. Yeah, this is really nice. Let's see. See if I can take the camera off and show you. What? Maps aren't even on. They're on like just regular. It's like a thicker paper. It's not like a shiny cardstock or anything like that. But I know some of you have an issue with maps being done in that sort of glossy paper. That's not the case here at all. This was a nice matte paper, which just seems like the same paper, just a bit thicker than the rest of the text. So we have a concordance in the back. Yeah. I mean, this thing is unwieldy. It is huge. It is probably one of the biggest Bibles I've had. The biggest Bible I've owned up to this point would be my Thomas Nelson single column reference here. And it's thick. It's about maybe 2 inches thick. Just real quick. The wide margin being about 1.5 inches, but you can see the difference there. Again, with the Nelson Premium, I mean that's some pretty significant width on that. I can see why some have referred to it as the eagle. Look at the wingspan on that. Anyway, I am impressed with. I mean, first impression is definitely impressive. I mean, the 2 little cards that came with it. Corners are, yeah. Now it's got that polymer liner on here. I know a lot of people have an issue with polymer liner, but I don't think that's a problem. I think that it's potentially just as can handle just as much abuse as a leather liner. The Clarion is the same, has that same polymer liner, so and it's held up for me so far for about a year. So yeah, there it is. There's the spine. Got Holy Bible, New King James, wide margin, Cambridge there on the bottom. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pressed in hubs. They're not raised. They're just sort of tooled in there. You can see that. And the goat skin. I mean, it's just. You just feel that. It's really nice. Anyway, so those are my first impressions. This is the first I've looked at it and opened it and played with it. So I'm impressed. First impressions are I'm impressed. Really nice. Anyway, so that's my excitement for the day. It showed up in the mail. We ordered it last week, and I just got to get the pens and start writing all over it. All right, have a good one, guys.